Hello Internet, my computer deleted the first video of this and I found that out today, so we're, we're gonna redo it. We're gonna do it right now. Do it live. It's been a long week, been a long day, been a long life. I had highlights, I had lowlights, I had no lights. All of them are important things to have in a normal day. Few highlights of the week. The ACA Eastern Regional Convention was this past week in AC. I don't know when it started, but I know it ended Thursday. And as a result, I spent Tuesday with my friend Mike Bynack. Didn't get to see Mark or Ian Brassica though, which was a little bit upsetting, but it was a lot of fun. Hung out with Mike, went out, we ended up at a trivia night, lost horribly. We started out in third place, we're doing really well. Mike and I were just like, question, answer, question, answer, question. I got really lucky with one of the questions and was just like, ha ha! And somehow managed to pull the correct answer out of something I know nothing about out of my butt. And then we ended up at one of the casinos, had some fun, got yelled at by an old gambling expert who knew a lot more about the game that we were playing than I did, or than Mike did, and only one of us picked up on the cues that the guy was trying to teach us how to do something, and the answer wasn't Mike. Even though it was mostly directed at Mike, one of us, not naming him Mike, had a bit of trouble with it. Because those impulses are just great. With that said, alright, so I'm now lying down because it is more comfortable. But it was actually really cool seeing Mike. He's coming down in 2 weeks again, which means he'll actually be here for a filming of an After Campfire, so I'm going to force him into one. But I'm seeing him again in like 2 weeks for the AC Beer and Music Festival, where we're gonna go see Flogging Molly's together. Why? Because we're bored and we're adults. And I could easily make a joke about stuff in life, but I'm not really. I don't need to. Henry, you're a good dude. You got this, bud. If you couldn't tell yet, I'm really tired and upset that I have to make a video again. But I'm just gonna do it because I'm a responsible adult, and that's what responsible adults do. They adhere to their responsibilities. With that said, my last question, Henry, because I completely forgot what it was, and I just gave you a question, was, what's a nickname you like? And you didn't really get any good nicknames. Henri, Ons, all those, you got nicknames. But, I don't even know why I asked the question. I knew my answer was going to be Circle Sam, or Rube, or the leader of the berry picking commune, or I could just keep going, because I get nicknames a lot. People don't like Sam as a name, I guess, or I don't look like a Sam. I get called Seth a lot. I don't mean oh, he just doesn't know my name, it's clearly not Seth. They call me Seth Rogen because I apparently look like him sometimes. I don't know, but I get called a lot of nicknames pretty much throughout my life, but the ones that seem to have stuck are Circle Sam, Rube occasionally, Sammy depending on who knows me, and things of that nature. I don't know. I get a lot of nicknames, and the thing is, mine stick, but they stick with the groups that they're involved in. No one outside of Camp Lohican who plays Gaga, no one outside of the Gaga pit ever calls me Circle Sam. Just like no one outside of Forensics ever called me Rube. And no one outside of BBYO ever called me something that wasn't Jufro. They stay within the groups. I don't know. I would love a name where someone could go, what's that dude's name? Oh, him? He's Sam, but we call him Reginald. Not Reginald, but we call him something. And it could be a universal name that everyone calls me Like when you think of people, you think of like people who constantly have like the same nickname that everyone knows. I don't know. It's a cool idea. Your question was, what piece of technology do I use? And the answer to that one is really simple. I have an iPod. Up until October, I didn't have a smartphone, and now I do, and I hate it. I don't really like video games enough to say that I use them a lot. I don't really care enough about TV to say I use it a lot. I spend a lot of time on my laptop, which would be a really close second. But the truth is, I always have music playing. So either it would be my record player over there, or most commonly on my iPod Touch, which I use for two things and two things only: listening to music and writing stuff down. I always have it on me, this way I can always listen to music and always write stuff down. I'm a bad tech person, Henry. I only like tech for what it's like, small things. It's not that great. I'm not like, I have an iPod that has over 1,500 songs on it and access to YouTube, so I can get even more songs on it. It's got 400 notes of poems, prose, and other fun things on it. Like, it serves a purpose. It serves a porpoise. It serves a small aquatic mammal. With that said, this past weekend, my friend Lucas came down for the St. Patrick's Day weekend and fun and friendship, and we went on an adventure to a secret beach that I go to that's not too far from me. You've been there, Henry. Well, we explored the secret beach because it wasn't terribly cold this time, and it was a lot of fun. And the thing is, we always describe going places as adventures. Problem is, our adventures usually stink. Like, we're going on an adventure to Target or Walmart at 2 in the morning. That's not a fun adventure. This was a real fun adventure. We experienced nature. We did all this stuff. But the question that I present to you is, what is your ideal adventure, like a day adventure that you want to do? What's your ideal adventure? Alright. I'm going to try and upload this and hope that my computer doesn't restart this time.